Emily's first day at Blackwood Industries was a whirlwind. As she navigated the towering office building, she was determined to make a strong impression. But nothing could have prepared her for the shock of seeing Alex from university, her ex-boyfriend who had ghosted her, standing in the same office. Except now, he was Adrian Blackwood, the heir to the very company she had just joined. When Adrian saw her walk into the office, his heart skipped a beat. It had been years since he'd last seen her, and now here she was, standing in front of him, as beautiful and composed as ever. But he quickly masked his emotions, maintaining a professional demeanor. Emily, on the other hand, was determined to play it cool. She pretended not to recognize him and greeted him with the same polite indifference she'd offer any new colleague. As the days passed, they found themselves thrown together on various projects. The tension between them was palpable. They argued over trivial matters, their competitive spirits clashing at every turn. Yet, unbeknownst to Emily, Adrian was secretly helping her behind the scenes, ensuring her success. He couldn't help himself. Despite everything, he still cared deeply for her. One day, their manager assigned Emily to meet a potential client regarding an important project.
The meeting was scheduled at a high-end restaurant, and I went in confident, ready to make my mark.
But as the meeting progressed, the client's behavior became increasingly inappropriate. When Emily tried to steer the conversation back to business, he crossed the line, invading her personal space. Just as Emily was about to leave, Adrian appeared out of nowhere. His eyes flashed with anger as he confronted the client. "I don't want monsters like you dealing with my corporation," Adrian replied coldly, revealing his true identity as the heir to Blackwood Industries. He grabbed Emily's hand and led her out of the restaurant, leaving the stunned client behind. Once outside, Emily broke down, tears streaming down her face. "You didn't have to do that," she said, her voice trembling. Adrian looked at her, his expression softening. "I would have done the same for any woman in my company." Emily's eyes hardened as she responded. "But then you'll ghost your girlfriend for no reason." The words slipped out before she could stop them, her pain from years ago resurfacing. Adrian froze, shocked. He had assumed Emily didn't care when he left her in university, but now he realized how deeply he had hurt her.
"Emily, I was immature, and I'm sorry. When Michael told me those things about you, I was too hurt and disappointed to face you."
Emily's eyes blazed with anger.
Michael was a lying, cheating, pathetic person. He cheated on me multiple times, and the final straw was when he started dating my best friend behind my back. And you believed him over me?
Adrian was taken aback, horrified that he had been friends with someone like Michael, but also relieved that Emily wasn't the person Michael had made her out to be.
"I'm so sorry, Emily. I was wrong, and I've regretted it every day since."
Emily didn't respond, but her tears told him everything. That night, something shifted between them. Adrian became more attentive, and though their arguments lessened, a new friendship began to form.
Adrian's feelings for Emily grew stronger each day. He realized that he was still madly in love with her.
One evening, after a late night at the office, he couldn't hold back any longer.
"Emily, I need to tell you something," he began, his voice trembling slightly. "I'm still in love with you. I never stopped loving you, even after all these years."
Emily looked at him, her heart aching.
No, Adrian, she replied softly.
"Why?" Adrian asked, his voice breaking. "Why can't we be together?"
Emily sighed, looking away. "Because you'll hurt me again. You believed a friend over your girlfriend. I can't be with someone who would do that." Adrian was heartbroken by her words, but he understood. He knew her reaction was born out of the deep hurt he had caused her. As he watched her walk away, he realized that earning back her trust would be the hardest thing he'd ever have to do. But for Emily, he was willing to try, no matter how long it took.